just the way things are around here at the minute. Hello everyone, my name is Paula, and here on YouTube, Instagram, but not Facebook, I am Stitched by Mrs. D. I've also got an online shop. I sell my stuff on Ko-fi. I used to sell it on Etsy, but they suspended my account for no reason at all, and I now sell on Ko-fi. I don't know why I had to give you that little piece of information. I've got an online shop. I am having a shop update this weekend, but I'll talk about that at the end. I'm here with Gary. He is my Shih Tzu puppy. If you look over here, yes, he's looking at this cup. He likes a tiny drop of tea. So I was thinking, in fact, I've recorded this twice already, and I said, oh, we just love each other so much. We can't bear to be apart. But I think we can see what he's actually after. I still love him. I've got a lot of pets, as you know if you've watched my videos before. I've got 2 cats, 2 dogs and 2 guinea pigs. But this one follows me everywhere I go. Don't you? He's had a haircut since you last saw him. Let me show him to you quickly. There we are. He looks very nice, and his legs at the front look really short and stubby, which I think is lovely. Right, sit over to the side, Gary. That's it. He's 1 in March, so he's still a baby. But I think you'll always be a baby, Gary, to me. Right, I've got to get this done. I've been meaning to film this for a very long time. The trouble is, I drop Lizzie in the morning, I come home, I have a cup of tea, get up, I start to clean the house, and then I start sewing. And once I start sewing, I can't stop. And well, I find it, of course I can stop, but I find it hard to stop, and it doesn't feel like a natural break in the day for me to stop, because I have stuff everywhere. But I've had a bit of a different morning today. I've been out with my mum to Big Sainsbury's, and I thought, right, I'm by myself, just do it. And I haven't got anything, like the iron's not on, and it's just a good time. Everyone else in the house has got a cold apart from me, so there is a risk of me getting it, let's face it. So I don't want to film this whilst I've got a cold. It's James's birthday tomorrow, so I don't think I will get the chance to do it tomorrow. So let's do it now. So what I'm going to talk to you about and show you today is everything that I made with my lovely advent calendar that I had this year from Birdstreet UK. And I've got some nice things. But what I'll just think, I have got some news first, as I don't know why I'm being so dramatic about it, because it's not very dramatic. I have made the decision that was very hard to make to, I'm building this up, aren't I? There's nothing, not serious. I rewrote, I like watching videos of people on the internet, like when they have a weigh-in. I don't know why. I used to watch people scratching scratch cards, but I really like watching people who have been to Slimming World or Weight Watchers and stuff when they tell you how much weight they've lost that week. Even though I'm doing neither thing, I love watching those videos, but my goodness me, do they like chit-chat before you get to and they'll say, right, I've had a good week, I've done this, I've done that, done this, done that, and then at the end they'll say, and I lost. And I feel like saying, cool, just get to the point. So I'm going to get to the point. I have decided I'm not going to I'm not going to have a stall this year anymore at the East Anglian Yarn Festival. It just feels a bit much at the moment. I'm not in a position to shut my online shop to prepare for it. And I did do a little bit of preparation before Christmas, but there would still be so much more to do. And this year, I've done it before, I've done it last year, and I did it the year before that as well, even though I didn't end up going because I got COVID. I just feel like I can't do it this year. It just feels a bit too much. So I know that I'll be very disappointed with myself for not doing it, because I'm still going to go. I don't know which day or days I'm going to go, but I'm still going to go as a customer, which will be lovely. And I know I'm going to be all cheesed off that I didn't do it when I'm there, but I've got to be sensible. Something's got to give, hasn't it? Sometimes something's got to give, and I just thought, so I rewrote the email, read it to James, wrote it again, read it to James, and it sat in my drafts bit of my emails for weeks. And I was thinking about it over Christmas and thinking, how am I going to get everything done? And then I sent it, and the people, well, Laura from the East Anglian Yarn Festival, you know when you really, really worry about something, and then honestly, she could not have been nicer or more understanding about it. And you know when you just think, oh, because I felt really bad, because it must be, I don't know where I'd start with organising something big like that. So to have someone drop out, it's just a pain, isn't it? And I was really worried about that, but honestly, she couldn't have been nicer. So what a relief. Gary's just itching. I've nearly done, Gary. So that's the main news, I think. I'm getting new neighbours. I've got one set of new neighbours already who are lovely. But my middle neighbours, who do the great Halloween displays, they're going. They come round last night with a box of chocolates and a card. And I said, oh, you're joking. And then I thought, well, I am disappointed. I'm really disappointed, but I said, you've got to do what's right for you. Don't worry about me. Oh dear. That's the other news. I think I'd better get on with this, hadn't I, Gary? And then think of other news flashes as we carry on. Let's get rid of Gary. I know you're going to think I'm dirty, but I am going to let him have the cup. It will get washed thoroughly. Right, Gary, if you go down, he's got a collar that is exactly the same colour as the coat that James has got at the minute. Oh, Lillian's here. Hello, Lillian. Don't write in telling me I'm a dreadful mother. He's fine. He's been doing it for years. Well, he's not even a year old yet, but he's been doing it since I've had him, and he's fine. Right, so let's talk about this lovely advent calendar. So this year I had the Christmas, I had to write it down, the Christmas Reimagined Advent, which was from Birdstreet UK, and it came with 5 packages, and it was a mixture of mini skeins and like 100 gram skeins, and it just appealed to me. I liked the idea of getting a mixture. I like the idea of doing something with each thing each week and having something finished and then ready to open the next time. That did go a little bit off plan, but that was all my fault. So the first week I opened, and I can't remember which one, it was a set of minis, and it was either Hope or Joy, and I think it was Hope. And I didn't actually open it the first week. I think I opened it several weeks before Christmas. Of course, you know what I'm like. I can't resist a parcel. So I already knew what the colours were, and I went on Ravelry because I wanted to make something a bit different. I don't really like socks. Knitting socks, I love the look of them. I think they look wonderful, but I don't like knitting socks with lots of different colours in them. I like one colour for socks. So I thought, right, what am I going to do with these mini skeins? So I went on Ravelry. I don't know how I did it now, but somehow I put it in the filter thing, like so that it was 5 times 20 grams, adding up to 100 grams, 5 different colours, clicked a button, and I had all sorts of things come up. But one thing appealed to me more than anything else, and I'm going to have to show you what this is called because I can't say it. In fact, I might even link the pattern in the description box. I never put links in, but this time I will. So this is what it was called. If you can hear something, that's Gary chewing. That's what it's called, and it's a beret. That's the colours, and they give you this little chart. Hang on. Oh yeah, there is 4 because that's one as well. They're 5. And I loved that, and I thought that the colours that I knew that I was getting would look good in this style. And they do. So this is the finished beret. So you start like that, and you make a long old brim. Is it a brim? I can't remember. I had this trouble over Vlogmas, I remember. I don't know what that bit of a hat, I think it's called a brim. What do they call it here? They call it the hem. So you do a long old hem, and then, I don't even remember how I did it now. I do remember. You have loose stitches, and then you have to knit them together to do this round and then increase. And I loved making this hat. I think I might make another one actually. I always say that, but I very rarely do. Now I did run out of, now what colour is supposed to be at the top? Because I had to use the blue instead. If I look in the bag I'll be able to tell. What did I run out of? Why can't I work that out? So this, the top here, all this blue, this green, I've remembered. You see this little bit of green is very close in colour to this, the pale blue. That is supposed to be in the pale blue colour, but I'd run out of the green, the blue, so I did it in green instead. Oh, I really like this hat. Shall I put it on and show you? Can't work out what the back is. I like this shape of hat because I've got a fringe. If I wear like a really tight bobble hat, that happens. But if you wear a hat like this and wear it a little bit further back on your head, that does not happen. Of course I'm not going to see what the back is. Does it matter anyway? But if you wear a hat like that, you see, it doesn't push it down as much. So when I make a hat, I always make this shape. I've worn it a couple of times, so it might be, oh, I just really like it. There is a set of little mitts that goes with it, and if I'd have had it, this is what I've got left of the minis, which I think is good considering I've got a whole hat out of that. That is what I have got left, just a little bit of this blue or tealy colour. If I'd have had a bit more, I probably would have made the matching mitts. If I made it again, maybe I would make the mitts as well. I do like the colour actually that the sample is in. I think that those are lovely colours. I do like red and pink. But what I like about this is they're not colours that I would have necessarily picked out of the shop. Do you know what I mean? But I've got a purple coat. Let me go and get it. Well, I don't know if it is purple or what colour it is. But I'd have never have picked these colours. But they go so nicely with my hat. Do you see? They go nicely with my coat. Do you see what I mean? Look at that. That's what I like about it. And I'll tell you what else I've liked about this this advent. Now, I've had both of these things before, so I'm not moaning about them or complaining about any that I've had in the past. But it did make a very nice change from a fade or a rainbow. I like that. Do I have to show you the middle? That's the middle of the hat. I quite like it that way round as well. Do you think anyone would notice? So that was my first thing. That was week 1. Ah, Gary's back. How lovely. Hello, Gary. I'll tell you what, this would suit you. What is going on here? I just saw something poking out. That's an end. I need to just poke that back through. Gary, you're getting very close. So that was my first thing. Week number 2, and I opened one every Sunday. Apart from, you'll see when I went a little bit off. So week 2 was, and I did actually scrabble round for the ball bands, which I now can't find. Ah, here they are. I'll put my bags on top of them, Gary. So this was week 2. Give peace a chance. That's what it was called. What do you think of that? Oh, he's doing poor. You don't want that, darling. Oh, you're such a good dog, aren't you? What a good boy for doing that. But it's not anything you can have. Give peace a chance. And with this one, I decided I was going to make a pair of socks. Have I got what's left over from that one? I don't think I brought that in here. So here we are. This was the colour. So this yarn involves a mixture of all these colours. That's what it was all about, you see, a reimagined. So it's these minis but in one colour this time. Did I open this one early? Yeah, I did. I made a hole in the packet. But if you look in here, you can see the green, the teal, the purple, the pink. Green, the teal, and the pale blue as well. All the different colours. It's lovely. So I thought, right, what do I want to do with this? So I've decided to make some socks, and I decided that I wanted them to have a little bit of texture in them. So I went back to an old classic, which is the Hermione's Everyday Socks, which is a lovely pattern. I think it's free. Now, I can't remember the lady that made this pattern up. It might be Erica, someone. I know you'll all know. But if you just look up Hermione's Everyday Socks, you'll find them. And it's a lovely, simple pattern, but I think it makes a really lovely, bobbly texture on the sock. And I've got 2, as you can see. Beautiful. They're so lovely. There we are. So that's what I made with week number 2. Week number 3, we went back to the minis. And because I'd already opened the other parcels, I knew, oh, actually you did know what you were going to get in week 5. So I decided that I wanted to use the minis that I got in week 3 with the grey baby alpaca that I was going to be getting in week 5. So I went a little bit off here and opened week 5 on week 3. And this time I decided that I wanted to make a shawl. And James is going to have this. This is for him. This is called the John Shawl. I could actually give this to him tomorrow, couldn't I, for his birthday? And it's a pattern by Twin Set and Pearl, but it does say on here Joanna Herriot. John Shawl, J-O-N. So it's made with a mixture of minis and the baby alpaca skein that I got. So the baby alpaca was called Alpaca Sack of Prezzies. I wonder who came up with that. Right. So here we are. So what you do, it starts off skinny, gradually gets wider. Are you going to come and demonstrate with me? Come and sit on my lap, because that would be really nice. Come on. Are you scared? Oh, come on. 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to teach him that when I say 1, 2, 3, he's going to get picked up. He's really good now. He's turned cuddly. He used to I don't know if it's the weather though. He used to just like sleeping by himself, like in really uncomfortable places, like the floor, or yeah, just the floor, without any kind of nice padding or anything like that. My carpet was awash with beds, and he would always select the area that didn't have a bed on it. Right, let's get back to this. So hang on, which bag has got these in? Here we are. So this is the amount of minis that I've got left, which isn't very much at all, look. So that was the last colour that I used. Oh, he's back. There. I don't know why I actually bothered doing that, but I did. That's all I've got left of that one. I think I'm getting in a muddle here. Hang on, Gary, what have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there we are. Oh dear, we're getting in trouble, aren't we? I've got that much of the pink left. So this is a really good pattern for using mini skeins and getting the most out of them. I was telling you, weren't I? It starts skinny, then it gets wider, and then it goes down again. I think if I was going to make it again, I might make it with 2 colours. I think it would look really nice, like a bagpuss pink, and like 2 different pinks together would be nice. I'm not going to block it because this is for James, and I think he will like this kind of look rather than a more drapey shawl. Do you know what I mean by that? I think he'll prefer, well, I know he will because I've asked him. I don't know why I'm being all coy about it. I know that he would prefer it like this, and he's tried it on. And what is good about it actually, because he likes to cover up this area of his mouth, so he can do that. Don't know why he does that, maybe so he doesn't have to talk to me when we go on dog walks. It's good for cover, because it's nice and thick there. Come on, Gary. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. If you're now tuning in and wondering what's going on, I don't know what's going on. But I really enjoyed knitting it. It did take me a little while, because every row you have to do something on, if you know what I mean. I think, if I remember. Yeah, there's not like any rows where you do like a row of knit or anything. You're doing something every single row, which is all right because you will get the hang of it nice and quick, so it's fine. Oh, he's back again, but now I know he wants to get off that corner. Yeah, I'm really pleased with it, and James likes it as well. He did actually say when I was making it, can I have that one? I said, yeah, you can. So that's for him, and it's so soft because of the lovely baby alpaca, which is 70, 20 and 10. So it's alpaca, silk and cashmere. Ooh, very soft. It's nice, isn't it? Let's see if this would go with my coat as well. Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Oh, well now I want it, don't I? I'm going to put the hat on with it as well. Gary, where did I put that hat? Oh! It's not that funny, is it? See, everything would look nice with my coat, wouldn't it? Oh, come on. I know he wants to get down, but I also know he's going to get straight back up. You're like a little toddler, aren't you? You don't know what you want. I'll tell you what he needs, a nap. See, now I've seen it like that, I think I would like to make one for myself because I really like the shape of it. Yeah. See, now again, I'll tell you what it is again, just in case you didn't hear me the first time. It's the John Shawl by Twinset and Pearl. Yeah, I really like that. And this is actually named after John, who is the dyer with his wife Claire. I got this book as well, I forgot to tell you, and I have got through it with all, look, I marked all my rows off in it, and I've only got a little bit of it left. So I'm going to put that in my Christmas project bag that I've got here, and maybe I'll find that again next year as a little treat for myself. Oh, isn't this nice? Yeah, I'm going to have to make one for myself. I'll have a look and see what I've got in stock. Nice. Cool, this is going to take a nice picture at the end of this with all this nice stuff. They all look so lovely together. Right, so the next thing I opened was another single skein. So this is the last. Oh, I feel cold now I've taken that off, Gary. Let's put it back on. I do like to have something around my neck. The next thing I made was another pair of socks with another single skein. Now this one was called Actually Love, I think. I'm getting the right model. Yeah, Actually Love. And it's 75-25. And I've decided I wanted to make another textured pair of socks. Now I have looked, and this is actually available in the Birdstreet shop at the moment, this colour. I looked, this one isn't, but this one is. So this has got all the colours in this, apart from the grey. So I decided this time, I'll just show you the different colours on the bottom of the foot. Lovely, isn't it? You can see there's a little bit of the green. That's there. And then there's some of the gold. That's the dark bit there. This colour. And there's lots of this, isn't there, in it? beautiful. That's all the colours. That they would have actually looked lovely, wouldn't they? Just knitted in plain stocking stitch. That would have been really nice. In fact, I have got a little bit left. I haven't brought any of my leftovers with me at all. So I decided I wanted to make another textured sock, and this time I made the incantation socks, which is a pattern by Kay Jones. I've made these before and it's a lovely pattern, really lovely pattern. It's got eyelets in it, a little bit of twistiness, just lovely. I'll hold it like that, I'll let the sun shine on it so you can see the, it's a bit like a sort of ribbed, isn't it, but with a bit more something going on there. Nice, isn't it? I made these and my other socks on a 2.5mm needle, and that's what I always use to make my socks. For James I use 2.75, but for me I use 2.5 because I've got quite wide feet, but not wide enough to do a 72 stitch sock. So 2.5 is just right for me. I've got loads of people around me. Gary, Lillian, Ian and Pam. I reckon they're all hungry and they're waiting for me to hurry up. Yeah, so these are the incantation socks. Lovely jubbly. I don't think I did the toe that was recommended in all the, I don't think I followed the instructions for the toe, let's put it that way. I think I did my own thing at the end, but they're lovely, aren't they? Really, really nice. So that's everything that I made, and I'm really, really pleased with it. As I said before, it made a lovely change to have a mixture of the minis and the bigger skeins. It made a nice change to not have like a fade or a rainbow, even though I do like both of those things. This has just made a change, and I like the colours. I like the way that this has got this in it. You can see they go together. Why didn't I make mitts? I have got a bit left, so maybe I could. Like just a plain pair without the colour in it to go with that. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Because hello Gary, that goes with my coat as well. Not that I really care about whether things do go with my coat. So that's everything together. Let's demonstrate all the things together. Maybe that could be a thumbnail. No one will watch it though, will they, if I do that? I don't really care if anyone watches it. Yeah, I'm really, really pleased with it. I wonder what Advents will be about this year. I'm thinking, well, I don't know. Let's see what comes available. Let's see what happens. I don't know. It's exciting, isn't it? Oh, getting to the stage where I'm going to need to go for a wee. I'll tell you what I've got to show you though. It's James's birthday tomorrow. I'm going to give him these socks as a present. So, oh, you all right? You've never made that noise before. Lillian has, but you've never made that noise. Oh, he's so sweet. Come on then. Can you manage? What have you been eating? He had a big ball of paper earlier that I'd taken out of, do excuse this, that I'd taken out of my shoes, and he was running around. He was so excited. He didn't eat that though. But let's show you these, because I'm going to kitchen the toes for these tonight and give them to James for his birthday tomorrow. Sorry about this dog hacking up beside me. Oh, Gary, are you okay? Why don't you go and have a drink? He's okay. Yeah, I'm going to give these to James tomorrow, so I'll show them to you now so that I don't have to show them to you next time. Oh, they're lovely. I made these whilst I watched the film Wicked in the cinema, which, how many times did I go in the end? Was it 6? I think it was about, it might have been 6. Or was it 5? I don't know, it don't really matter, does it? But I went a lot. I've never been to the cinema so much. I've never watched a film so many times in such a concentrated sort of amount of time. Everybody's watched Grease, haven't they? A lot of times. Grease is the sort of film you can put on in the middle. You know what's going on and it doesn't matter. Like with other films, you think, oh, I'm not watching that from the middle. But with Grease, you can. You know what's going on. So, yeah, Wicked I've seen a lot of times in a short space of time because we've now got it on the telly. We've bought it. So the last time I watched it was Monday and I'm still not fed up with it. I can't wait to see the second film. I do know a few spoilers, which is upsetting. Is it upsetting? That's a bit dramatic, isn't it? Disappointing. Of course, I didn't want to know. Like, I watched the first one and I didn't know anything about it at all. But sometimes, like, I've watched some reels about it and then I've accidentally watched a spoiler as well, which has, yeah, it's annoyed me. But never mind, I'll try and forget. November's a long way away, isn't it? I'm not going to forget, am I? Right, so these were knitted in the cinema. And these are for James. This lovely wool is Monet themed. And it was sent to me by Lou in a lovely parcel. So these are all done for him. So I'm going to kitchen of the toes tonight. Or maybe in a minute. Of course, I'm getting hungry. And before I get the sewing machine up and firing up again. And then he can have them tomorrow. Because he likes to wear his new socks on a Saturday. I don't know why. He got a new coat and he waited till Saturday to put that on as well. I suppose he has got a dirty job though, hasn't he? So you don't want to put new stuff on when you're dirty. Although he does come home and wash. Lovely. I really like making these. Even though I didn't see a lot of it. I remember in the cinema I was doing one side of it and I thought I'd made a massive mistake and I tried to sort it all out in the dark. I did make a big mistake. I just dropped some. Yeah, that's where it is. It's just there. But I've sorted that out in the dark and just carried on. So that's fine. He's not worried about that sort of stuff. And nor am I. So I'll do those and give them to him tonight. And then I've got another pair for him on the go. But I'll show you those next time. Because I do hope to be back next week, actually. We'll see. We'll see. Rightio. I'm just trying to think if I've got any other news for you. Johnny lost a bet at work. And he's going to be dyeing his hair blue. Which is different. And then him and Meg both come home with tattoos in the space of 1 week. He's got, I don't even know how to describe what he got, but I do like it and it does suit him. He's got it there and it's sort of like the letter A, but it's hairy and it's got feet and a face, but it's not the letter A. If I do some vlogs, I'll show it to you. I was thinking about doing February vlogs, but I don't know. I don't know whether to do that or March. One or the other. I could do February, but that would be Saturday, wouldn't it? I don't know. And Meg has got a tattoo of Kim. I don't know if you'd know. Yeah, you'd know Kim, wouldn't you? Some of you would anyway. She was our cat. She was beautiful. She was white and black. not black and white, she was white with black, and she had an ear which was bendy. Oh, so sweet. Oh, I can't talk about it. I can't talk about her. But this tattoo, oh, I always do this when I remember the cats. Oh, hang on, let's look at Gary, because he'll cheer me up. The tattoo was so good and so lifelike that when I saw it I cried, because it was so like her. But oh, Gary, I'm a big softie. Come and give me a cuddle. Come on. Yay! That's better, isn't it, eh? That's better. He's so soft. He's got the nicest coat, haven't you? I did think it was gonna like turn a bit coarser as he got older, but some of you people who have got Shih Tzus said that your Shih Tzus are very soft, and he has stayed very soft. His ears, everything is lovely, and his tail, I've never seen a tail like it. Look at that. I tell him it's magnificent, and sometimes he like bites the hair, and I tell him you can't do that to your lovely tail. I don't think there's any more news to tell you. I've made a few purchases. No, you can't sit there unless you lay down. You could lay down and sit there. That's it. Then we're together again, aren't we? Hey? I've made some purchases, but I'll show you those next time. I've decided I really like buying new wool. That's my new neighbour's reverse thing, so I know when he's coming home, because I know that noise now. I'm getting used to it. He's nice, he's really nice. We took him some biscuits, didn't we, Gary? I hope you haven't been barking out there and making him upset. Yeah, he's really nice. So I think that's all I've got to show you today, and to tell you. I've got some bags that are going to go in my shop on Saturday, so if you don't want to hear about those, I'll leave you be. You can go about your business now, and I'll see you next time, hopefully next week, but don't hold your breath, because you know I take a little while, but hopefully I will. So if you watched my Vlogmas, you may have seen I went on a trip to Bury St Edmunds, and I came home with some lovely crochet fabric, which is let me show you one of the big ones, which is this here. And what I was going to do was just make bags with just this. So what I've done is I've you can't really see, but I've quilted it and padded it, but I decided I wanted to make them a bit more in my style, so I ordered some more of the fabric that goes with the collection, and I've made some lovely patched ones. Now, I did start to film a vlog about, because I thought it might be nice to do like some making vlogs this year, but it's pretty boring, so I don't know whether it will see the light of day or not. I don't know. But all of these fabrics are digitally printed, so they all look like embroidery or crochet or all different things. Yes, that's convenient. Sit there. Good boy. So we've got these little birds. I don't know if the camera is picking it up properly, but it all looks like it's actually been embroidered. That's a bit more of the crochet, and this one here, can you see all the little stitches? And that one as well. I really like the idea of embroidering some bright flowers on some dark fabric. I think that would be nice. But if you look here, you see? Looks like crochet, doesn't it? I've got two favourite squares. Or I like that one there. And then the other one that I like, That's the table. It's nothing to do with me, that noise. Is this one here. So I've made all sorts of different shapes and sizes of bags, but my favourite are these lovely extra large ones. I haven't put the drawstrings in yet, and I will regret that. They're lovely and big, and they're all different. But I've got some, these are smaller ones, but not small, I'd call those medium. And then I've got some little pouches as well. And I also got this button fabric, which isn't part of the fabric collection, but I thought it went really nicely with it. So they've got the buttons on the back, the crochet on the front, and I've also made some bigger pouches like that as well. That's my favourite there. I love that. I'd quite like to learn how to do that. I don't know where I'd find the pattern. All different shapes and sizes. Some are drawstrings, some are zip, and I've got some baskets as well, which is what I've got to put together when I finish this. But they're so lovely and bright. I thought they'd be just right for this time of year, for anybody who is ready for a little bit of brightness in their life. I am. I'm really looking forward to sitting outside again. I know I can do it now, but it's not pleasant. All of my greens, all of my patio, that is making it sound posher than it is, because it's not a patio. All of my concrete outside has gone green. It does it every year. The guinea pigs aren't out there either, so there's no point going out there. But there's all different ones, lovely and big. But some are small. I've got sock-sized ones as well. But I knew I had a lot to do, and I've had a couple of calls from friends to say that they were going to be coming around to see me, and I still wanted to keep busy. So I decided that whilst they were with me, I would make some teddy bears, which is what I've done. Here they are. So these ones here, they're sisters. They're related to Jasper, so as you can imagine, they're pretty naughty. So this one is called Jenny. I was going to make them pink jumpers, but I decided the green was really nice and a bit different. Not a bit different, because green is green, isn't it? This one is Cynthia. I've had to write their names down because I forget. And this one is Bernadette. Gary! This one is Bernadette, and they're three little sisters. And they're very naughty. They like swearing. And then I have come up with a new style of teddy bear. You probably think that looks pretty similar to what I've made before, but it's not. I'm sorry, Gary. I'm going to have to... What can we do? I will just go over the top of him. These ones are a bit bigger than... Well, you can see they're a lot bigger than these ones. Stand next. Doesn't even come up to the shoulder. But they're also bigger than... If you had one of my polar bear teddy bear club, they're bigger than that as well. And I've got 3 of these, but 2 haven't got their jumpers yet. We've got to do them. These are all named after people from Call the Midwife, because that's what I've been watching. I'm addicted to it. I can't stop. I'm up to series, I think 8 or 9, but I've started again from the start with Lizzie, and I'm on series 1. So I'm on series 1 and 8. I'm getting in a bit of a muddle, but... So we've got here... I've had to write their names down because I forget. This one's Auntie Muriel. It's quite strict. And then we've got Auntie Barbara and Auntie Evangeline as well, but they haven't got their jumpers yet, but they'll be getting green jumpers today. Yeah. So they'll all be in my shop. I've got these bags as well. These are some zippy ones. But what I should tell you, they've all got that on the back, but they've all got... I've got more patchworky stuff on the front. So every single bag has got that on the back, but they've all got something different on the front. They're all different on the front. They'll be in my shop Saturday the 1st of February at 6 p.m. and I'll put a link in the description box. Whether I post that other video that I've done or not, I don't know, but I probably won't. So I think that's it. I can give James his scarf and his socks. I can do what I want now. Do what I want anyway. I've been wearing the hat. I don't know why I'm acting like I haven't, because I have. Look at that, isn't it lovely and colourful? I thought that this pink went really nicely with these for the drawstring bits and bobs. Lovely jubbly. Look, this is, my mum bought me this hyacinth today. I was going to buy it for myself when I put it back, and then she got it. Isn't it lovely? Right, Gary, I'm hungry, you're hungry, I need a wee, and I expect you need one too. You're very tired, actually. He's going... And I got a sore throat from all the chit-chat. Do excuse me. Right, I'm off. Hopefully, I'll be back next week to show you the rest of the stuff that I've already started. I've got, as is winter, some polar bears as well. They'll be going in my shop next week. If I don't manage to make a video before then, I'll put one of those, what they call, community posts up on there. But if you don't, what was I going to say? And I'll also put a post on Instagram. Yeah, so there'll be some polar bears coming next week, polar bear bags. And that is it. I'm tired. Right, I'm going to go and let you all go about your day. Right, thanks for watching, everybody. And I'll see you all, hopefully, soon. Well, I will see you soon, but I don't know how soon. Let's see. Right, goodbye.